Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Am I on the clock?
Yeah, now.
Okay. Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Kerry Little tuku ingoa no Akaroa ahau, ko tuku mahi ke Akaroa Heartlands. Kia ora, my name is Kerry Little. I live in Akaroa and I'm Manager Coordinator at Akaroa Heartlands. Heartlands is a Ministry of Social Development initiative providing GO and NGO services on the peninsula. I work in liaison at a grassroots level with my community and have been in this role for over 15 years. In 2019, Heartlands initiated the first community hui, providing a platform for constructive community kōrero. Post-earthquake cruise ships, Christchurch City Council, and issues within our local school arena were impacting hugely on the wellbeing and social cohesion of our community. There was a schism in the community that saw friends fall out and people banned from restaurants for expressing their views over cruise ships. The kaupapa around the hui was to explore ways of building cohesive working relationships with the council, local groups and organisations. In identifying community needs, we have established wellbeing within community groups and continue to work collectively for greater community outcomes. It is in this capacity that I bring you the voice of the wider community that I represent today. Community representatives who have spoken earlier presented well-researched statistics and information in their submissions. I will therefore talk to you about the wellbeing of our community and the impact of the reduction of service and proposed closure of the Akaroa service desk. I speak on behalf of many of the voices you have not heard, but that I listen to. Our community grow disillusioned and disappointed with council. Many are saying there is no point in making submissions because council do not listen to us. The decision to move the service centre into the Akaroa School and Community Library reflects this lack of communication. The community feels misled because reduction of service was conducted as a 6-month trial, but the draft LTP proposed to close both the Akaroa and Littleton service desks permanently. The council reviewed the need for face-to-face financial transactions in Akaroa. However, a trained customer service representative with local knowledge would have presented a much higher level of transactions while also providing service to ratepayers. Local staff with appropriate training would add a true understanding about the needs of our rural community and enhance the customer service position. The community would like to see the council support local jobs for local people, but we see council preference to employ internally. As a result, families whose children attend our school and contribute to the wellbeing of our community are overlooked. Long-term permanent jobs for local people contribute to the wellbeing, resilience and strength of our community. I ask the council to consider a strategic framework regarding resilient communities and remind them that a strong sense of community means appropriate services are made readily available and accessible. Active participation in civic life means that people and organisations are valued and listened to, and that residents are consulted regarding important decisions. The Akaroa Service Centre was critically important to our community. It provided a local service whilst promoting social cohesion and supported individual wellbeing, just as the volunteers who now no longer work in the library or the museum at council's instruction were as equally important to our community in the service they provided. On a visit to the city centre recently, I admired the spectacular $475 million Te Pai Convention Centre, the $92.7 million Turanga Library, and the $301 million Parikiori Sports Facility. I question as to why my isolated rural and ageing community has to fight to retain a council service that costs ratepayers a mere $56,000 a year. We are a geographically isolated rural ageing community without public transport and very soon without a bank. Our farmers are enduring record-breaking dry conditions and facing significant financial loss. Akaroa remains on level 4 water restrictions with a total ban on outdoor water use. Our business anticipated a difficult winter season. COVID-19 has caused stress and uncertainty that has impacted the mental well-being of the community overall. It is also important for you to know that the well-being of your own staff have been impacted by this change of service. A working partnership and collaboration with local government and community organisations are critical to supporting healthy people and communities. There has never been a greater time for council to acknowledge their responsibilities in keeping our communities safe, healthy and connected. The reduction and removal of services from Akaroa impacts the wider community on a level that you cannot envisage if you live in Christchurch with a broad range of services and activities. You cannot know or understand the value and importance of local services to rural community. Our lives and needs are very different to yours in the city. I ask that the Akaroa Service Centre firstly and foremost be retained and be reinstated in the historic post office building with well-trained, locally based staff along with other core services. I ask this for the greater well-being of Akaroa and my community. Thank you.
Thank you. You just came to the end of the 5 minutes, but can I just sneak in a quick question?
Sure.
Heartland Services, is that this all of the central government agencies? So you provide information to the community for all of those. And has there ever been any discussion between Heartland Services and the Christchurch City Council staff over the co-location potentially of the two?
Actually, there has, yes. There has been discussions around that.
But to no avail?
No.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next one is, and I'm sorry, Nikki, I keep forgetting how to pronounce your surname.
It's all right. Snow Yink.
Snow
like
Yink.
snow and
Snow
like
Yink.
yank
Right.
is an American, but with an I. Yink.
Thank you.
Snow Yink.